Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mermaid Radio. You are listening to the Universal Energy Reading. This reading will be in effect from today, Monday, June 19th, through Sunday, July 2nd, 2023, using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve prophecy cards. I am Mami Olufunke. Let's get started. The Universal Energy Reading for this time sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Izan Ling Lasu in the Veve prophecy cards. And this reading is not good. It talks about contention between people that live in close proximity, like families, friends. It would be best if you can stick to your vision and plan and dreams. Do not surprise anybody, no surprise parties, no surprise gifts, no showing up at anybody's job, no showing up at anybody's doorstep. If you need to see someone, you will have to call them and get permission in advance, because there may be something going on behind those closed doors that you don't want to walk into and become a part of. Right now, people will want to call you on what they deem to be an affront, so you have to just, mind lines that could be there that you won't see, that you can step over. So just be careful with yourself and with others. And you don't want people to be afraid of you, either. So you don't want to come on too strong and, make people afraid of you, because then they might feel threatened. And if it's one thing when an adult feels threatened in and of and for themselves, but when they have children involved, or old people, or other kinds of material goods that they deem very valuable, they tend to punch and swing out and be aggressive about protecting that, especially children. So, and even big children. It doesn't have to be little children. It could be old children, so just be careful with neighbors, co-workers, anyone you're in close proximity to at this time. We also see 8 Cowries on the mat and Ling Lesu Yemoja in the Veve prophecy card. So if you let things spin out of control, you argue with people, because you're gonna feel heady about it, because spiritually it's that kind of time. But you also need to realize that it's not necessary to yell at people. It's not necessary to insult people. And it's not necessary to push things too far, because then you can end up in disaster, problems, hurt, pain, or worse. And so it's a good time to stand down. And that comes in 8 Cowries and Ogun Maza says retreat. Step into yourself, breathe deeply, repeat mantras that calm you. I am safe, I am calm, my opinions are my own and I don't have to share them with everyone. Things that will keep you out of harm's way. Don't be too judgmental, and don't be throwing too much shade, because people are going to be sensitive and they're going to want to call you out on it, and then it's going to be a problem. So or it could turn into a problem. And with 8 Cowrie, you don't want people to plan against you. You don't want people to stop what they're doing because now they think they have to answer whatever argument you're bringing up. So 7 Cowrie says don't argue in the first place. And 8 Cowrie says if you do carry it too far, people will stop what they're doing to plan against you. So you don't want to end up in court. You don't want to end up having to move and terminate your lease and all these kind of things, because people are just irrational uh, and maybe even mentally unstable. I don't really see that in the reading, but we know that there are a lot of people now that have been given the tools to think that being mentally unstable is tolerable and okay, and that they don't have to go the extra mile to work hard to keep their mind together. It would be good if everyone could just try to hold on to their hat, hold on to your decorum, and you know if you can't be nice, at least don't be mean. I'm going over the same thing. I'm saying it over and over. Yes, it's a little rough for the next 2 weeks, as it was for the last 2 weeks. So the last reading I gave talked about being aggravated at people telling you long stories, and stories that have nothing to do with you, and things that you can't help them with, you know. Um, And so, even from the last 2 weeks, coming into this 2 weeks, we still have to be gentle with one another, and, we have to be kind, be aware of people's time, be aware of people's uh, situations, so that we don't overextend, you know, ourselves in their space, and just be chill, Um, It's a good time for meditation, and we definitely need to cool our heads with coconut water. Coconut water, coconut milk, frankincense, lotus oil. I wouldn't say myrrh too much, because myrrh is ancestral, um, but frankincense cleanses, sandalwood, and lotus oil invigorates the ovary, if you can find it. I mean, I can get it for you here in the city of New York, if you would like it. Um, Let me know if you need it. But really try to keep yourself calm. Ori is worshipped mainly on Thursday. It's the cooling day, or Batala's day, or Rumila's day. But if you need to, you can do it every day of the week. If you find yourself antsy and upset about things, you know, honking at people in traffic, and oh God, there's that person again, kind of thing. Calm yourself. And remember, your vision, goal, dreams, and ideas. Is engaging this person going to take you where you want to go? Is the question you need to ask yourself. If this person, you know them to be dramatic, then you leave them alone. And you just wait for the light to change. Let them go ahead. And then you go about your way. But, it's not good to be cutting people off and, honking your horn at people. And you're going to have to find a way to calm yourself. All of us, we're going to have to find a way to calm ourselves. We're going to have to find a way. Meditate. Breathe as deeply as you can. Because when you find yourself aggravated, now you're going to breathe short, shallow, and you're not going to be able to think clearly. So please. And, other than that, you should find love at home. You should find joy inside your home. You know, if people start to get riled up and upset about things, you took my this, you said I could, especially with children, teenagers and stuff. Yeah, it's really a week that we need to be as calm as possible with each other. Even wear a white hat or a white scarf. Thank God it's summertime, at least in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you're just going to have to look different, because you need to wear white on your head, some kind of white, shells would be nice, the cowrie shells, so you could hear when, maybe something that you don't need to engage is approaching, and you can shift and remove yourself from the situation. Ashe. This has been Mami Olufunke's Universal Energy Reading. I thank you for joining me again this time. I pray everyone had a great Father's Day yesterday. If you like this information and find it useful, please like, subscribe, add notifications to know when the next video is available. Have a great week. Oh, excuse me. Have a great 2 weeks, everyone. O double.